Plant wall tour. This is my beautiful plant wall, and today I'm going to tell you what all of these plants are, a little bit about how I take care of some of them, and then I'm going to show you some of my fun experiments that I have going on right now. So to get started, these are my mini monstera cuttings. You can see that they have roots, and they're actually not monsteras, they're Rephidophora tetraspermas, but a baby ficus elastica robusta that I just separated 6 of these guys that actually it's this plant too. So they all came in one pot and I just separated them, so some of them are a little bit mad, but I believe they'll all recover. This is where I put an avocado seed. The seed is rooted in here, but he hasn't quite popped up yet. This is an African violet that I'm still trying to figure out how to get to flower. Monstera deliciosa that I grew from a cutting. Ficus elastica. This is also a rubber tree, Ficus elastica burgundy. This is my current favorite plant, and I need to clean her leaves. Today is watering day, so she's gonna get a drink. More Ficus elastica robusta. I actually have no idea what this plant is. I've had it for almost a decade. It was labeled as some kind of snake plant variant, but it's not. I think it's actually maybe like a Dracaena. Not sure. Another plant I don't know what it is. Some type of succulent that is super common, but succulents aren't my favorite, so I have no idea what it's called. And that's not uncommon for me to not know what the name of my plant is, because I learned a long time ago that there's a lot of bad plant information online, so I don't worry about the names. I just kind of figure it out myself how to grow it. This is Tradescantia, Wandering Dude. These are cuttings that I took a couple weeks ago, so those are rooting in there. Also, Tradescantia, these guys are rooted and they've been in there for a long time. I need to do a cut. Ficus elastica Shaveriana. I have several of these because I had like 4 or 5 in one pot, but he's really mad because I just separated them, so I did a little bit of root damage when I separated them, so that's why his leaves are. And then I've got, what the heck are these called? It's Lucky Bamboo. Yeah. This is a pothos, of course. He is so thirsty, and I need to drill a hole in the bottom of this pot, which I'm going to do just in a little bit. And then I've got this trellis on the wall here that it's growing up, and this is one of 3 pothos vines that I have growing up. A little baby snake plant. What else we got? These are some kind of zebra plant, maybe? Also my succulents, not my area of expertise, but they're alive. Okay, this is my mini monstera. I've had this guy only for, I'd say like 4 years, maybe 5. And I can see a bug up on the very end of the vine up there. What is that? Yeah, so my mini monstera, my Rephidophora tetrasperma, been growing up this wall for a few years now. And then I have a pot right here that actually doesn't have any plants in it, but I rooted the vine in there too. That way it can get extra nutrients and water, halfway up. And hopefully someday that guy will be all the way up the ceiling, up the windows. This is an upright philodendron. That's all I know about it. It's one of those lemon lime guys. This is not his permanent place. So what do we have here? This is an experiment. These are my bur oaks. So if you've seen any of my other videos, these just popped up, if you can believe it. I don't want to mess up the roots here. But these just popped up. The bur oaks popped up maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So that's how tall these have grown in 2-ish weeks. Oh, look at that. Roots coming out the bottom of the bur oak. And then the other oaks in here are Gary oaks. So check out my other video with those. What else? This guy I just got a couple months ago. He's a Hoya, my first ever Hoya. I don't know anything about him. One of these gorgeous little yellow evergreens that you get at the grocery store. I've had this guy for a couple months, and he's doing pretty well. What else? Oh, more Gary oaks. Lemon lime. pothos, I think. What else we got? Drossaina magenta, maybe? Drossaina marginata. Had these for a couple years. More upright philodendron, lemon lime. You can tell I like the lemon lime plants. I just repotted him and he got so mad and dropped a bunch of leaves. But he'll be fine. These are colocasia bulbs that a neighbor, she didn't want to overwinter them. So she asked me if I wanted them. I dug them up last fall, not this past fall, but the one before. And so those are free plants. And I thought this was going to look really cool here for a party I had last weekend, but it didn't really work out. So that's the wall. I also have this tree that is semi-new to me. This is my ficus alii. And I did a severe top prune and a severe root prune. So she's in recovery mode right now. And I need to clean her. So this is a plant I rescued, Tradescantia. And we've got snow. Because I'm watering today, so I like to use rainwater or snow. So I got this off my deck. This is my pineapple plant. This I got, I think it's a sugarloaf pineapple. I accidentally left him outside when it was too cold. He was a beautiful, probably about to fruit pineapple plant. Left him outside too long this past fall, and I thought he was dead. And I decided to keep watering it just in case, and voila, he has been resurrected. Let's keep going. Oh, get some shots here. These are my other pothos that I'm growing up. It's growing up this, what do you call that? Moss pole. They've only been growing on there for 3 or 4 months, so they're doing pretty well, but I'm expecting much bigger leaves. I'm actually going to grow these 2 pothos plants here up over the doorway. So that's exciting. Now here's my watering station today. I don't normally keep a towel on my floor, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Here's one of the other ficus elastica Shaverianas that I separated, and they're so mad. Look, she dropped all of her leaves, but I think after I water her today with some good snow water, after the water warms up, I think she'll be okay. Okay, what else? Oh, this is my, what is this called? Prayer plant. Needs to be washed. Calathea. What do you call the, oh, I'm touching it. Dieffenbachia. I've had this only for about 6 months, and it's not very happy because I discovered that she loves water. Woo! She likes some water, and I err on the side of underwatering. So this took me a minute to get it, but I think I got her now. So you hopefully can see these because there's so much sunlight in here, but these are more oak acorns that I've got going. So those are both, those are bur oaks and Gary oaks again. This is actually one of my oldest plants, Drossaina marginatas. You can't tell that they're super old because a few years ago I chopped it off right here as an experiment just to see if it would grow multiple shoots after that, and it sure did. So, and then my little guys down here, I've got grapefruit seedlings, avocado seedlings, ficus alii seedlings, all kinds of fun stuff. And then my bird of paradise. In here, this is a fun experiment. These are actually yellow arborvitae. I took these out of the yard about 2 months ago. These are ficus alii cuttings, and these are just some cut flowers I got at the grocery store. But as you can see, both the alii cuttings and the arborvitae are rooted. So that's exciting, and just look how pretty this display is. And now they're trees. And then we've got ZZ plant. This is a rescue plant that has just grown. So beautiful. And then the last plant for now, this is, what is this? Heartleaf philodendron. I've actually had this dude for a long time, and I figured out that why he wasn't that happy is because he didn't have any drainage. So after I drilled a drainage hole in this guy took off. So that's the extent of my plant tour for today.